RAA News. This morning, we have three esteemed scientists speaking about important issues that are impacting our society to an even fuller effect than is thought by most of America. We have Dr. Ashley Grady, MDD, winner of the Nobel Peace Prize, Dr. Reema Hamoui, with a PhD, MD, and has graduated from 8 different Ivy Leagues, and Dr. Adrianna Arjona, here with us today. All of these women here today are here to inform us about topics that have what appear to be harmless and in some cases even positive benefits to them. But in the long run, they are extremely harmful not only to the individual, but to society as a whole. Why don't you each tell us a little bit more about your specific topics?
Victory consistently, train all year to be the enemy's misery. No stress visibly, neither does it enter me. I think positively, you can't harm me mentally, not physically, not spiritually. You'll never get rid of me, I am the epitome. If this is what you did to me, nothing's what you did for me, nothing's what you give to me. I take whatever I'm visioning, I break all of the limiting, I shake all of the gimmicking, the fakery, the trickery.
Anabolic and androgenic steroids are very beneficial to make one appear much stronger and more appealing to society. While it gives good physical appearance, there are also many harmful effects to one's health that can be fatal. Steroids are not beneficial for one to intake because it can cause many health problems and defects in the long run of one's life. Steroids are known as contributors due to several reasons. 1. To improve athletic performance. 2. To change one's body to be more muscular and less fat or flabby. 3. To allow the body to be capable of engaging in high-risk behavior. According to Wilson and Lori Fundukian's article, Steroids are characterized by a steroid nucleus, which is a fat-soluble organic compound drawn from plants and animals. Steroid hormones are very crucial in order to help your body function properly. However, misuse of steroids occurs with anabolic and androgenic steroids, which are human male versions of the male sex hormone, testosterone. How are steroids taken? Steroids are taken orally as tablets or capsules, or injected into muscles, or by ointment preparations rubbed into the skin. Why do most people use steroids? Well, the motivations for males and females include collegiate athletes or professional steroid users. For example, many people idolize Arnold Schwarzenegger because of his physical appearance and because of the misconception understood from people. He became powerful because of his physical appearance. Also, the phrase used among many teenagers, getting ripped. This is a common phrase associated with weightlifters and bodybuilders. Being ripped means basically stripping away every inch of fat so that one's muscles are clearly visible and defined. Others may get ripped to increase and enhance their confidence and love life. How do anabolic steroids affect the body? Steroids can harm one's health by increasing the risk of heart attacks, abnormal lipid profiles, strokes, kidney failure, serious psychiatric disturbances and depression, and severe liver problems. Men can experience reduced sperm count and shrinkage of the testicles. For women, it is described as masculization. Women's breasts decrease in size and their clitoris enlarges. They also grow more body and facial hair, and their voice deepens. Anabolic steroids can also have behavioral effects such as beginning with mood swings that range from mania to depression. Treatments. Treatments for steroids may include a counseling session in order to address the reasons for steroid use. A withdrawal syndrome may occur, and thus some physicians use medications to alleviate the discomfort related to the withdrawal syndrome. Also, some hormones may be used in order to restore normal hormonal functioning in the body, and antidepressants may be taken in order to ease the depression that can occur once steroid use has been terminated. Prevention methods. The first step for prevention is to allow the children in middle school or any department of school to be educated in order to obtain a balanced picture of the benefits and risks of taking steroids. Drug testing is also another effective way for discouraging the use of steroid for amateur and professional athletes. Examples of athletes: Patrick Ennett-Nekia was a competitive powerlifter for more than 20 years. He had the physique of a comic book hero, such as Superman. However, beneath that Hulk exterior, Patrick's body was weakening. The illegal drugs he was insaturating in his bloodstream was in fact damaging his kidneys. Patrick states that when one is totally focused on winning, one loses focus on health and it goes out the window. When he was a child, He was always teased for being short. However, when he entered college, he took an interest in weightlifting, and with that, his muscles grew, as well as his self-esteem. Later, his friends offered him anabolic steroids. He added 100 more pounds of muscles, which put him in a winning streak. However, that ended in 2008, when his physician informed him that his kidneys were diseased. Later in Patrick's life, he began to slow down and concentrate on his health. He agrees with Dr. Graddy, who believes that athletes should build and tone their muscles naturally and gradually through a healthy diet. Now that Patrick is off steroids, he has lost 50 pounds and works out more lately at the gym. Although his kidneys are somewhat damaged, they are thankfully functioning well again. Today he uses his spare time speaking to young children about competing and staying healthy.
Cell phones are commonly mistaken for being dangerous to one's health because of the radiation they release. Some scientists even believe that this form of radiation changes the chemistry makeup in the brain by increasing glucose levels, causing your blood cells to stack up and clump, and in some cases even cause brain cancer. But according to Brad Hamilton in the article Cell Raiser, the effects that radiation has on the brain are minimal and have not consistently been proven, as the results vary from study to study. Therefore, this radiation that is released by cell phones renders cell phones not particularly detrimental to one's health, but cell phones have an even larger harmful impact on society as they are distractions to drivers. Cell phone-related car accidents are actually calculated to be much higher than previously thought, and driving while talking on the phone is even compared to drunk driving because it is so dangerous. Luis Herdes, who wrote Teen Driving, says that cell phone usage while driving should be illegal, not only because of the numerous deaths that occur as a result of the car crashes it causes, but also because of the perils it imposes on everyone on the road. There are numerous precautions being taken in order to prevent driving while on the cell phone. Stephanie Haynes reported that an advocacy group has been started against distracted driving in order to raise awareness of its perils. According to the Anniston Star newspaper, the state of Alabama is taking action to prevent cell phone-related accidents by proposing a law that bans texting as well as cell phone usage of any kind. Stephen Keesby published an article on an automobile enthusiast website stating that the only way to prevent cell phone-related accidents was to make cell phone usage of any kind illegal while driving. We can all agree that cell phones should not be used because the radiation released from cell phones is minimal enough to be ignored, but the danger cell phones impose on drivers is even more detrimental to society.
They just wanna know where the plane's at. What's this? Burn after rolling? Yeah, that's what it is. Until I drop the next one. So do just that. Don't stop. Just keep going up.
Snow, crack, blow, gold dust, lady, flake, toot. All street names for the popular illegal drug cocaine. Celebrities like Lindsay Lohan and Charlie Sheen have glamorized cocaine usage for years. In the popular TV drama 90210, the main characters, Naomi and Adrianna, started a club for cocaine usage. The girls went to parties dressed in $1,000 sparkly dresses and skyscraper heels while riding their high of cocaine and money. Is cocaine considered glamorous in today's society? Unfortunately, yes. Is it harmful? Yes. Cocaine is glamorized by the social media because of its psychedelic and uplifting effects. Unfortunately, the drug is harmful and destructive to the human body, and drugs should be discouraged throughout the world. Cocaine hydrochloride is a drug that is formed from the erythroxylin coca leaves, a completely natural substance grown in many South American mountainous regions. Alkaloid is taken from the leaves and manipulated by manufacturers to create the illegal drug used today. Cocaine can be sniffed and absorbed through the bloodstream, saturated in water and injected in a vein and directly put into the bloodstream, smoked and/or mixed with other drugs. The negative effects of using the drug are the risk of HIV and AIDS, infections from sharing, or addiction. Infection from HIV and AIDS occurs as the drug users share needles. One who has already been contacted with AIDS will transfer it to another user. Unfortunately, the high from cocaine only lasts about 15 to 30 minutes. The brain is heavily affected by cocaine usage. The use of cocaine increases levels of dopamine, part of the brain associated with pleasure. As the excessive amounts of neurotransfer build up due to the lack of recycling of dopamine, the normal communication of the brain is disrupted, thus producing cocaine's euphoric effects. Frequent use of cocaine can cause long-term change in the brain systems, thus many times causing a dependency on the drug. Cocaine, though fun at first, has consequences such as decreased blood flow, increased heart rate, dilated eyes, increased body temperature. It can deter an appetite, create irritability, anxiety, depression, and restlessness. Cocaine not only affects the individual, but it can also affect the offspring of a cocaine user. A cocaine baby is an infant exposed to the cocaine through the utero, through the placenta by process of diffusion. Once the cocaine enters the fetal circulation because of the high lipid solubility, low molecular weight, and low pH, the baby can be born with many birth defects, or retardation, or even death in the womb. Though commonly unknown, the father of the child should also worry about their cocaine usage, because the cocaine usage will affect the quality of the sperm used to penetrate the egg that will make the baby. Treatment for cocaine abusers is often behavioral therapy and detox to prevent relapses. Unfortunately, there are no FDA-approved medications that are available to help suppress dependency by cocaine users. It is a struggle for many Americans to stop using once they have started. Honestly, the only way to avoid addiction and AIDS is to just say no. There is no safe way to use cocaine. There is no circumstance in which cocaine is appropriate, unless you are a South American worker using the drug as caffeine. Thank you. Good night.